Good morning, good morning. Second video of the morning. Welcome to the Mind Over Matter C May show. On the second video, we're going to be talking about when men of God are henpecked. And if you don't know what the term henpecked is, it's when a man that's a woman run the household. And the reason that this is so important is because when a man falls back and lets a woman run the household, or so-called run over him, you're messing up the natural order of the family structure. And that may be cool in your immediate family if that's what you want to do. You know, if you're a man and you're cool with a woman calling the shots, running the show, that's on you. But when you have kids involved, you have to be important. I'm sorry, you have to be careful, because what that's doing, it's making it harder for them when they grow up and they decide to get into a relationship. So, let's talk about it. When I say that being henpecked throws off the natural order of the household, when you have a son looking at you or you have a daughter looking at you, basically your marriage is what they're looking at, and it's a lot. 9 times out of 10, they're going to bring a lot of what they see from their parents' marriage until their marriage or their relationship when they grow up. So, if a daughter's in a household and she's seeing that her mother's calling all the shots, her mother's pretty much running the show. When that young lady gets of age and she decides to, have a relationship of her own, she's going to think that she can do the same things that her mother did. And a lot of men aren't going for that. So it's going to be a problem, because she's going to run a show because that's the way her mother and her father did it. But maybe this young man didn't come from that environment. Maybe he came from an environment where his dad or his father was the father of the house. He called the shots. And when I say call the shots, I don't mean, I'm the dad, I'm the man, do what I say, do it or else. He was probably with a woman that allowed him to make the decisions when important decisions needed to be made. But if you have a young lady or a young man that's growing up in a household watching their mother call the shots, it's not going to work when they get older. If they're dealing with a person who's not going to allow it to happen. And that's when the power struggle begins. And if there's a young lady, a woman who's that dead bent, whose heart set on calling the shots, a lot of times what that young lady would do is begin to use the kids as a tool for control. I know the one thing that he really loves are his kids. So, what I'm going to do is, if you don't let me run the show, I'm going to threaten to leave. I'm going to take your kids from you, and I'm going to put you on child support. And a lot of men break. But I'm just telling you that if you are a man that's going through that, man, stand on all 10. The only thing you can never get back is your manhood. Put it in the hands of God and move on. But don't ever let a woman run you. Straight up. If you're going to be the man of the house. And a lot of times, we as men, when it's something going on in the household, a lot of times we just want to see the woman happy. You know, hey babe, you want to do this? Hey, whatever you want. You know, can we do this or whatever you want? But when it's time for important decisions to be made, we have to stand on all 10. You know, for the young men that's in relationships, or I'm not going to say relationships, but that's growing up in households, that's seeing their father being submissive to their wives, you know, that's not how things are supposed to go, young men. You know, so just wanted to touch bases with you, you know, on this subject. Men, be the man of the household. Thank you.